Hi guys, this is Amy again. I got my blue light blocker glasses on to protect my eyes. I highly recommend them. Anyway, here's a question I was asked by a dentist only yesterday. Why should I do Facebook ads, which is the hot trend right now, or why should I go with the expensive try and true AdWords, since it's really expensive? Well, here's a very good point. When you're doing marketing, you need to be able to market and have a presence in order to get leads, otherwise you'll be out of business. If you can't get leads which you can close, you'll be out of business. That's the very first question. Then the second question he asked me was this. How do I choose between the hot trend or the expensive tried and true? Because I've seen my friends on Facebook ads, some of them have been getting leads for $3. And I mean quality leads that put patients through the door. I said this to him. Both forms of traffic uses paid traffic, and you're spending dollars to acquire leads, which turn to clients or patients. And basically, the two most effective forms of traffic is going to be Facebook ads and Google AdWords if you want to spend money. And when I say spend money, I mean spend money on the traffic itself, so you can generate leads on demand. But this doesn't mean it's going to be the most profitable service. The most profitable service, generally I find in my experience, if you get it done correctly, is SEO. But that's a topic for another time. But if you want leads immediately, definitely Facebook ads or AdWords. So what is the main difference between the two, you may ask? So I told him this. Google AdWords works by search marketing. Well, put it this way. If you have an emergency leak, or you get into a car accident, you're going to look up a plumber for the emergency leak or a personal injury attorney for a car accident or car accident attorney. Whilst on Facebook, if you're scrolling through the newsfeed, I'm going to show you here. I'm scrolling through my newsfeed and I see a great image I like. Not this is the image I like, but it's an example, as it's actually an ad. So I decide I'm going to read the copy or watch the video. Now I'm reading it, I'm like, okay, I don't like it, I'll just scroll down. If I like it, and I want to opt into the offer, I go click, and that'll be done. So that is the difference between the two. And you can say it another way, right, before Facebook. Facebook is like TV commercials or billboards, but except it's far cheaper and far more laser targeted and far more high quality than TV. TV is outdated and so billboards. So you're going to ask, which one's superior? And that's exactly what he asked. Well, Google, or search engine marketing has a higher quality leads. If you're just going to do a straight campaign normal, that's done correctly. Because the closing ratio on a Google AdWords campaign typically is about 15% if done correctly. While with Facebook, it's about 5 to 7.5%. But on Google AdWords, I have seen some clients and even for SEO, get as high as 65 to 77%. While Facebook, this is more rare, but I've seen some clients get 35 to 50%. But so you might be saying, why on earth would I want to do Facebook ads then? And why did that person manage to get such a high conversion ratio versus everyone else? Well, the reason my client managed to get a high conversion ratio with Facebook ads was this. He would follow up immediately via a dedicated team that he hired to follow up these people who opted into his database. And so the other reason was, why would you want to do Facebook ads? There's two reasons. There's only about 5 to 10% of your market is going to be looking on Google, right? Because they actively need it. These are the hottest leads that actually need your service right now. The other 90% is going to be on Facebook and they don't know they need it or they're not ready for it yet. So, since you're doing this, what you want to do is you want to create a sexy offer to bring them through the door and upsell them once they come in. Because, for example, if you're doing like a free teeth whitening or a free adjustment or a cheap adjustment, people are more likely to take an offer. And then when you find a problem or can solve another problem for them, they're going to buy from you again. That's the upsell. Another way you can do it, and it depends, like, for example, if you're a contractor or a personal injury attorney, or even actually any attorney kind of, or if you're doing like auto injury chiropractic care, people will only come to you when they need something remedied. So you want to give them a lead magnet of value and add them to your email database. And then you can follow up with them by retargeting them and email marketing. So retargeting, we're going to be going through that in the next video and article. But just as a quick summary, it's imagine this. You know those little ads that follow you everywhere? Those are the retargeting ads. And it doesn't cost as much as you think, as you're going to find out in the next video. Now, you might ask, which one would I start with if I had a very low budget? So, I really think it depends on your service. So, if it's your, basically, if you're doing, for example, like auto injury, I would say definitely go with Facebook ads via the second way, as I said, via the lead magnet. But if you are doing something like Invisalign, or say, straight chiropractic adjustment, or even let's say simple plastic surgery, I'll probably say go ahead with Google AdWords, because these people are going to be looking for it when they need it. So there's my answer and question. It really depends on your service and your needs. You need to speak to a professional. When you speak to a professional, what's going to happen is it's going to basically give you the right advice, and it should make sense to you. And I would interview 2 to 3 if it doesn't make 100% sense to you. If it makes 100% sense to you and you trust that person, then just leave it at one person. Or if you don't want to ask other agencies because they conflict, ask for evidence from all 3 and get them to explain why. I mean, you can choose the one that you feel inside your logical mind and your emotional mind that's going to be best for you. Anyway, I hope this helped, and I look forward to speaking with you in the next video. This is Imi with the blue light blocker glasses. Bye bye.